Hey everyone, Taylor Brock here. I'm going to teach you so many tricks on how to boost your business that you're not going to even know what to do with it. So, first is just because you signed up for this business does not mean you are going to be successful. It doesn't mean people are going to be knocking at your door for the product. You do have to, you can be successful as you want to be. But first, you have to believe it, and two, you have to work for it. You do have to put in work. And I spend a lot of my day researching the product and posting, and it's constantly LipSense all the time. Um, so you signed up, and most people don't have a lot of money to buy all the product, to have all the testers or even inventory on hand. I know because I was one of them. I don't know how many things I've signed up for in my life, but it never worked out. And so I didn't want to invest a lot of money into this business if I wasn't going to get something out of it. So I started off with just a $300 order. And what I did was I got a bunch of different colors, a variety that I liked that and I know there's a lot of people who are like, okay, I like pinks, or I like reds, or I like browns. And if you're like a one color kind of person and you buy all red colors, if you're trying to sell it to someone, they might not like red. So you want to have a variety. So, okay, pick a couple reds, pick a couple browns, pick a couple neutrals, things like that. So you have a variety of different ones for them to choose from. And I constantly noticed when I first signed up that people want to have the product right then. Of course, when I first started, they had to wait for it, which is fine, but you will sell more if you can have the inventory. And also, when I only started off with like a $300 order, I only had select colors. So I would show them colors and they'd be like, well, I want something in between here and this color. And I could kind of think of like what color that would be good for them, but I didn't have it in stock. So it's another good thing to even have all the colors. Even ones that I thought that I wasn't going to sell, I've actually sold. So it really does help to have all the colors even on hand. And if you didn't have the inventory, it helps to have the colors so they could actually see and you could sell more product, because if you don't have the color, you're not going to sell it. How do you get people to come by and try on the product? That can be one of the most difficult things. I post on several different groups. I'll look up garage sale pages or advertising pages or home business pages and post on there. Or make sure you set up your launch party. You could do this with your upline and have people come by. And don't feel bad if you only have one person show up. My first party, I only had one person show up, but she bought a lot of stuff and she ended up signing up as well. So I ended up gaining in the long run, even from one person. And that helps start my business too. So it's okay if there is just one person. Also, make sure that you give at least 2 weeks notice for your party. People can't really plan when you tell them last minute. They probably already have plans for that. So I always try 2 weeks or more to give your customers, or ask your best friends or your mom to host a party for you, or you could do like a mystery hostess kind of one as well. Never be negative. So even if you only have one person show up to your party, don't say, oh, I only had one person come, or I wish most people or more people would come. And because that's going to make them feel like your parties aren't very cool. And it's going to make them feel like they're not worth going to. So you always want to, even if one person showed up, I'd be like, thanks everyone for coming to the party. We had such a great time. Honestly, even if nobody showed up, I would probably say that. So always make it a positive and kind of blow it out of proportion so people think it's like the best thing in the world. Also, don't post your personal business on your business page. And even on your personal page, I would stay upbeat and positive because people are going to look at your personal page too. So if you're posting like negative stuff or bad things about people, they're not going to think very well of you. So I would recommend that even on your personal page that you keep it classy. If people RSVP to your party, make sure that you follow up with them even if they didn't show up. So even if I say 8 people RSVP'd, only 1 showed up. Okay, well, those 7 other people you can follow up with and you at least know that they're interested in the product. So it'd be easier for you to say, hey, if you're available this week, I can meet up with you. Also, don't just tell them to come to your house. I go to people's house all the time, and I've sold probably more product going to people's houses than people coming to mine. So I would say tell them that you can go to their house if they aren't able to come by, because you will still get business that way. I like to trade with my downline as far as I will post pictures on there and testimonies like, oh, I love this product, or I'm wearing this color today, and I'll post a picture of whatever color I'm wearing. So it looks like they have people who love their product and show that they love their product rather than, okay, I'm going to post a picture every day just of me and I have no one else to prove on my page that it sells. You can also do it within your team. If you trust some women on there to trade with them, you post on their page, they post on yours. So you constantly are helping each other out, and it helps your customers because they see what it looks like on someone else, or a different skin tone or different hair. Post videos. Always post videos all the time. So like you could do like the one where, you know, you can go all over your face and obviously it stays. Show it on your hand and do that one if you don't want to show your face. But post videos, because lots of times people are scrolling through, but maybe they see you go like this and see like color not move. Or they want to see that it actually works. Okay, you have it on your lips, I see it on the picture, but how do I know it works? You show them that it works. After they try on all the colors on their hand, I ask them, do you like glitter? If they do, I can show them all the glosses. If they say, no, I don't like glitter, then sorry. I will pick out, okay, glossy, matte, sand, pro gloss. Those are the main ones that I will show them on their hand. But if they like glitter, I do the glosses, like one gloss on each color so they could see the different glosses on the colors themselves. And that helps them choose a gloss. Make sure you girls take really good pictures. You don't want to go like this on your picture because how much of the lipstick are they saying? So I usually try to put my finger here. You don't want to go too far away from the edge of your mouth when you turn because you want to see most of your lipstick. It's not how pretty you can look in a picture, it's selling the lipstick that's on your face. So you always want to make sure you get a clear shot of the lipstick. Make sure you do it in like natural light, like right in front of a window, or outside. Just make sure that it really shows the lipstick and not just look how pretty I can look in a picture. Because if you're covering it up or turning your head too much, they can't. You also want to know your product, know the colors, make sure you try them on so you know what they look like. So when people go, oh, I have this color lipstick, and they bring it to you, you can be like, oh, that is mulled wine, that is Bella, or whatever it is. And if they come over and they're like, oh, I just like to wear nude colors, I have them pick out some, but I'll be like, is it okay if I pick out 1 or 2 as well and show you some that I think that you might like as well? And so I'll put those on their hand, and lots of times they really like those, and I can sell those as well because they want their color and now they like the color that I chose. I don't have them on right now, but make sure you wear your stripes on your hand. I don't know how many times I go places and they're like, what's on your hand? I'm like, oh, it's a lipstick that doesn't come off. I sell it. And just showing them how it doesn't come off, they're interested. And then I will hand them like one of my business cards and tell them, hey, if you want to come by, I have all the colors you can try on. I have most everything in stock. And then depending on how much product they buy, I do 3 intervals. So like if you buy $75 worth of stuff, if you buy 100, if you buy 150, I do like little gift cards. And these are also at mygirlfriendshouse.com, or I'm sure you could probably get them somewhere else too. But let's say they put in a big order. I'll put one of these in their little bag and tell them you can use this on your next purchase. So it constantly keeps people coming back to buying more, because people don't want to not use money. So this keeps them coming back, and it makes them feel appreciative. So I know that I'm missing out on some money, but I'm actually bringing in a lot more money too. The nice thing about doing prizes or gift cards at the different intervals is that if they're close to getting one, let's say they get $95 worth of stuff, I could tell them, hey, you're only $5 away from getting a prize or getting a gift card. And so it makes them want to, okay, but let me buy another glass or another color. So you can get people to order a lot more items that way too. When you go through all the colors on your lips, then you want to start mixing colors. So show them how you can mix colors. And even when they are at your house, they say, oh, I like cappuccino and I like caramel apple. And what I normally do is, hey, let's look at those two mixed together. So I will show them also that it's mixed together and show them the color that it creates. And usually I could sell both of them because they can see that they look awesome together as well. And when they check out, I get these cute little baggies to put them in. And you can get these at mygirlfriendshouse.com. So they have like little ones if you want to do like 4, or they have bigger ones where you can put in like the foods and like some colors if they order more stuff. And then if they tell me that they wear chapstick or something like that, that I know, okay, you're gonna have an exfoliation process, you can get these little containers, and I just put some lip scrub in there with a card that I made on Vistaprint with instructions, and I just give that to them as like a gift, like, hey, use this 2-3 times a week to help with the exfoliation process, and kind of go through that with them. I also give them a beauty book to take home so they can go through and look at the other products. And if they order anything other than gloss, the glossy gloss, I recommend giving them a sample of it in case they want to see how it feels on their lips, because this one's going to give them the most moisture. And then I also throw in one of these, which you can print off and fold them yourself, but it'll go through like the instructions on how to use it, and I tell them it has like all the good things about it and stuff like that. So I'll throw that in with their bag, and you can write down like the colors they got and whatever gloss they got. And then a lot of times I'll write down the other colors that they like. Make sure that you tell them what other colors they were interested but they didn't take it today, so they can remember. Also, when posting your color of the day, I try to avoid colors that are out of stock. I would hate to post a picture and I think everyone's gonna want this color and I'm gonna have to say nope. So I try to pick colors I either have in stock or ones that I can order. So I could be like, oh, hey, guess what? I have hazelnut. I have 7 in stock. Let me know if you want one. So you can show them you have it in stock they can come get it from you right then, or at least it's in stock so you could order it. Another thing I think of is, who am I seeing today? So if it's a client I've already met and she told me last time that she liked these certain colors, or I know she likes reds, I'm going to pick a red she doesn't have, or pick a color that I think she's going to like, because when she sees it on me, she's going to go, hey, I like that color that you're wearing. What is that? And so I could sell her the color that I'm wearing, and it will help as well. Or if they message you beforehand, hey, I like neutral colors, then that day you should wear a neutral color. If you haven't got the lip volumizer yet, you should, because it's amazing. And I sell those like crazy too, because as soon as my customers try it on, they tell me how much they love it. And for trying it myself, I know that it works and I don't ever want to be without it. So I always have that on stock, and I tell people about it when they're here, like, oh, we have this lip volumizer. It also, plumps up your lips. So if you ever want to try that, I have that in stock. And don't worry, we have a 100% money back guarantee. So if you feel like it doesn't work out for you, you could bring it back and exchange it for something else, or get your money back. We all have our favorite products and favorite colors. I recommend you not wear the same color. Every single day I put on a new color. Even if I know I really love this other color, I always put on a new color, and I post pictures every single day of what color I'm wearing, because okay, they might not like that color that you wore that day, but you keep posting pictures and one day they're gonna be like, I like that color. But if you keep wearing First Love or Mulled Wine or whatever it is, they're not seeing anything new. And it helps to see what the colors look like on other skin tones. And I also would not say, oh, I don't like this color on me, but here's a picture of me with hazelnut, because that's going to deter anyone from buying that color, because you just said you don't like that color. So why are they going to buy something that you don't like? I don't like to have customers waiting, because the more they wait, the more they are likely to either go somewhere else or not even purchase, because they know it's going to take too long to get. So I will usually put in an order either that day or within a couple days of someone wanting to order something, because I want that product in. And so they're not waiting too long. So even if I only get 20% discount on the product to have it in stock, that's going to help boost you with your customers and them wanting to buy more, knowing that they're not waiting a long time to get the product. I like to read the complaints. So whether it's on the Sister page or on your team page, reading what other people are saying, like, hey, this is what's happening to my lips, how do I solve that? Or my customer says this, and I read all the comments on how to overcome that problem or what's going on. So that way, when it comes to me and I have a customer that says something, I'll know what to tell them. So it's very helpful to read the complaint columns, because it'll help your business too, so you know how to direct your customers. I don't have time to be everyone's friend and hang out with everyone, but I can be kind to everyone, and I try to memorize things about people. Like, I have a girl whose name is Danielle, but she likes to go by Dusty. So whenever she comes by, I'm like, hey, Dusty, or hey, I know that she has like a girl or a boy. How are they doing? So I could, show them that I care and that I'm listening to them. And that means a lot to customers, that, you care about them and you are taking your time to help them and learn more about them as well. Having inventory is going to boost your business. Like I said, I started off small. As soon as I started getting inventory, I noticed that my numbers jumped tremendously. Because when people come, not only can they take the color right then, they can go home, they can try it on, tell their friends, and that immediately gets you more business right then, rather than having them wait a week for their product and then they'll post a picture. So you're kind of postponing growing your business that day. And then as soon as they try it on, they fall in love with that color, they're going to want to another color right away. So even within a week or so, they could probably even come back and buy more. And when they come back, I always bring in new inventory so they could be like, oh, I like that color and you have that one in stock, so I want this one and this one and this one that's in stock. So I've noticed having inventory is going to boost your business immensely. And I know it's hard to spend money on something not knowing if it's going to come back or not, but you need to prove to yourself. So again, start out small and prove to yourself within a week or two if you are truly committed to this. And if you are and you keep putting your work into it, you are going to get the results out of it. You really are. I didn't start off buying any skincare products because I knew that was going to come in the fast day starts. So I wanted to sell the lipstick and the eyeshadows and stuff like that so I could get the skincare for free. And then once I get the skincare, then I can sell that as well. So I've earned all of that, and now I sell the skincare that I have it here. But before I had it, I didn't sell any of it because I didn't have it, and I couldn't even tell people whether it was something that worked or not because they want to know from you and from other people. I was also told I should try the eyeshadows. I was very skeptical about them. And once I tried them, I fell in love. And now I sell a lot of eyeshadows too. Even, I do have actually I have all the colors on hand. But I did start off with like the basics and to show people that those do the same thing. So when they come, I show them like how the lipstick stays on, but I also show them like, hey, like our eyeshadows do the same thing, and I go like that just to show them like it doesn't budge. And so I will show them those too, and I can usually sell those on hand too. And if they didn't buy it then, they usually come back and they'll buy it the next time. A few more things: you want to contact your customers at least once a month. Check up on them, see if they have any questions or if they would like to order anything else. You could tell them that you have new product in stock they want to try on, like new colors. So you will always want to at least follow up with them once a month. Are you needing anything else this month? Otherwise, you're going to be losing out on customers and also on selling the product. Also, I don't tell them I'm going to take off the colors on their hands. I don't offer that. Not that I won't if they won't ask me, but I want them to leave it on their hand. So when they go home, they can look and be like, oh man, I really do like that color too. Maybe I should get that one. Or it makes them think about the colors all day. And then usually they'll say, someone else was asking me about like what was on my hand, so I told them about it, and they want to know what it is too. So it's actually really good if they leave it on their hand. I usually tell them, oh, well, you can, try and take it off with coconut oil. If they ask how to take it off, or the foops remover. But I don't go out and say, do you want me to take that off for you? I just don't even bring it up. Another thing is, in the back office, there are little lip combo cards. You can go and print those out, and let's say they got Fly Girl. Well, you can put in their little packet, Fly Girl combo. So when they go home, they'll be like, oh, I kind of want to try this combo. Maybe I'll go and get that other color too. So that's another way that you can sell along with the product. Another good thing about giving them the gift cards is that it shows them, hey, you can get a gift card as a gift. Like if you have friends or family that you want to get a gift for, you can give them a gift card if you don't know what colors you want to buy for them. Or you can go ahead and get the colors for them, and if they want to exchange them, just tell them to come back to me and I'll exchange it for another color. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is like my little book of sales and how I keep track of everything. So I will write down like their name and the stuff that they get, and I'll put like a dot next to the ones that they didn't take home today. Like if it's something that I need to order, I'll mark it with a dot that, okay, I know that's something that I need to order. And it also keeps track of, okay, I know she got these colors. If you can also keep track of like the colors that they like, or if you can memorize them, that will help you too for when you see them and you want to wear that color. Be like, oh, well, you remember you like this other color. Let's try that one. But I mark it with a dot if it's something that I need to order. And when it comes in, I'll just erase it and send them the product. But this just helps me keep track of the person, what they bought, if they took it or not. That way you can kind of keeps you in the loop of what stuff you need to buy, what stuff they took, what stuff they didn't take. You always want to make sure you write down everything that they took. Also, don't just use cash and check. You can get PayPal, you can get Pay Anywhere, that's a little cheaper. Venmo, a lot of people don't know about Venmo, but it's a free app and it's free for you and it's free for them. So it doesn't cost anyone money to send money from one to the other. So I always love that one, and I try to tell people if you want to save a little money, I would get the Venmo app so you don't have to pay anything. I also have a sheet that has each product name, how much I've sold, and how much I have in stock. And I constantly update that so I know, okay, I sold this much Bella, this much Be Ruby, or whatever it is. So when next month comes, I will know, okay, well, I sold about 7 or I sold about 15 of this color. So you could buy that amount at the beginning of the month so you're prepared for the whole month and you get the 50% off. But you don't want to buy so much that you won't need to buy for a couple months. Like I wouldn't buy thousands and thousands of dollars more than what you think you're going to sell, because you constantly want to put in an order each month. If not a $750, at least a $300 order, so you get the 50% off. But if you can get to that $750 each month, then you're on the what is it, Cine sales or something like that, where if you constantly do $750 for each month for a year, then you're the first one to basically get the product next year. Last thing, if you are posting on pages, people are surrounded by advertisements all the time. So we kind of learn to avoid them. And so you really only have 1 to 2 seconds to grab someone's attention. So what is that one thing, if you were going to say to grab their attention, what one sentence would it be? Because if you go, hey everyone, I just joined LipSense and I would love for you guys to try it. I love the product. You already lost people's attention. They don't really care about that you're new to it or your big, huge, long story. You really got to keep it short. And that first 1 to 2 2 sentences needs to, what are you going to say that's going to make me want to read that post? Because people are posting stuff all the time.